Okay, so we are going to create a roof, and this is the most simplistic way to create it. So if you follow along in all the steps, then you shouldn't have a problem doing so. So I just created a house that's 50 feet long by 20 feet wide, and I know most of you have this in your preliminary sketches, so that's what I figured I'm going to use these numbers, okay? But you're going to use whatever size that you plan on doing. So what I did was I created 50 feet by 20 feet rectangle, and then I created my outside walls, which are 11 inches in thickness. Okay, and then I raised that 8 feet because a typical wall is 8 feet in a house. And so that's why I have this looking like this. I didn't put anything inside just for the sake of showing you how to create a roof. Okay, so then what I did on the side is I create my roof separately from my actual house. This way you can take it off and put it on, right? You're going to make it a component. Okay, so what you're going to do is I just created a second 50 foot by 20 foot rectangle here. Okay, and we're going to make a roof using this. So what I suggest doing is every roof, if you look at it, has an overhang, which means part of the roof is hanging beyond the wall. And that usually, a typical overhang is anywhere from 12 inches to 16 inches in width. So in order to do so, you're going to take your base rectangle, and then you're going to go to the offset command here, and then you're going to offset your rectangle outside. Okay, because we want it to overhang. So you're going to offset it outside, and I'm just going to select 16 inches. Okay, 16, and then you go enter. Okay, and now we have this little overhang here. And so now you're going to go around and delete that original rectangle, leaving one line remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this line. I'm going to go delete this line, and I'm going to go delete that line. Okay, so now we have this rectangle and we have this line here. And this line is just a guide, so when we move it to the actual house, we have a component. We have a reference point. Okay, so now we're going to create our roof. Let's just do a simple gable roof here. So you're going to get your line tool, and you're going to find the middle of your back wall. Okay, you're going to click, and you're going to bring it all the way to the middle of that front wall. Okay, and then you're going to use the move command, okay, and you're going to find the midpoint of that line, the middle of that line that you just found. And if you just scroll over it, you'll find the midpoint. Okay, and now you're going to bring that up. So you could see that you're going directly up if it says it's on the blue axis. So if it's on the blue axis, that means you're going vertically in the right manner. And then now you're going to write a distance. You can write a distance. I'm just going to give you an arbitrary number of 7 feet. 7 feet, enter. Okay, so now we have this roof that is looks more like a roof. The next thing we want to do is we want to add thickness to our roof. Okay, so in order to do so, this is a little tricky, so just follow as best as you can. You are going to go to the side here, and you're going to select that push-pull tool. See this push-pull tool? Click. What you're going to do is you're going to rotate your roof so you can see the underneath it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get that push-pull tool. And what we're going to do is we want to push-pull both sections of the roof down 5 inches. Okay, so here we're going to pull this down. We're going to 5 inches, or just 5, enter. And then the same thing with this. 5, enter. Okay, so now we have this roof with a thickness. Okay, so when you do that, it automatically deletes the top part, but that's simple to replace. What you're going to do is you're going to get the line command now, and you're going to go from the middle of that back wall again, bring it to the middle of the front wall, and that roof now will be enclosed. Couple things more to do is you're just going to delete these little lines here. Delete. I'm just clicking and pressing the delete button on my keyboard, and then you're going to do the same thing for the back. We're just cleaning it up, making it look aesthetically pleasing here. Okay, and then there's a couple more things you're going to do is you're going to choose your roof color. Okay, and again, you can go to the paint bucket tool. You'll click on this little browse button here. And then you're gonna find the roofing pattern. So it's roofing. And I'm just gonna select one. You can choose whatever one you want. I'm gonna select the standard asphalt shingle. Click, click. And then what I want to do is my fascia, that's this part right here that's currently in white. I'm going to select a color to add. So typically your fascia will be similar color to your roof. Okay, so I'm just going to pick, I don't know, I'm going to pick this dark gray color. No, I don't like that. I'm going to pick like that. Okay, you're going to go around to all four sides of the roof and you're going to color that fascia that same color. Okay. All right, so the last thing you're going to do is you're going to make this a component. This way, if we want to move the roof to look inside the house, it's easy to do so. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the entire roof. Make sure the selection window is on your entire roof and not selecting anything else. Okay, once that's all selected, you're going to right click and click Make Component. You don't have to fill this out. You could just go OK. Okay, so now you have a component that is made, and that's your roof. Two more things that we're going to do now. So now we're going to come back to this house, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to select the line tool. We're going to find the midpoint of that outside wall, and you're going to move your cursor up. And you know it's going up because it's on the blue axis. The line is blue. And then you're going to write 7 feet. Okay, so once you have 7 feet there, you're going to go from the top of that line to the one of your corners, and then you're going to do the same thing to your other corner. So now you have this triangular piece, and you're going to do the same thing for that back wall there. So you're going to go up 7 feet because that's what you made your roof height, and then you're going to create another triangle back here. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to delete these. Oops, sorry. You're going to just delete this reference line here. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take that component that you just made, your roof, okay, and then you're going to look for that line that we left there. See how we left this line here from the original drawing? You can see that line. You're going to select the move button, and you're going to select that, that top part of that line, the front part of that line, the end of the component. You're going to click on that. Okay, so now we have a reference to where we can move this roof. And this part's a little tricky, but just bear with me. What you're going to do is you're essentially going to put that line right at the end of this wall here. Okay, and so it takes a little time to do so. You'll eventually find it here. It will say on end. You're going to select click. Okay, and then you will have a roof on your house, and you can see there's a little overhang here. Okay, and that is what your roof is going to look like. Okay, so there you go. And then, like I said, if you need to remove that roof to look inside, you can simply just click it because you made it now a component, and you can just move your roof like that. And so that's the most simplistic way to draw a roof. Okay, another thing you can do is, let's say you did not make this component, or let's say you want to look inside your house. Okay, there's a function called the hide function. So in order to hide something, if you click on it, so let's say I want to click on this component to look inside because I forgot to take a picture of the inside. I'm going to right click on it, and then I'm going to click hide. And then it's going to remove it, but it won't delete it. It'll just hide it. Same thing if, like, let's say I want to remove these two walls. Okay, I'm going to right click, I'm going to select hide, and now we can see inside from this way. Okay, now if you want to retrieve those walls, okay, you want everything to come back, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this little search SketchUp, and then you're going to write unhide, and then you'll go unhide either the last thing you unhid or all the things that you unhid. You're going to go unhide, and everything's going to come back. Okay. One other thing I wanted to make mention is, let's say you want to delete this because you want it to look good. Okay. The only way I would say to complete to delete that is when you are done taking the inside images of your house. Okay, so I'm just going to move this just to show you what I mean here. Okay, when you're done taking all your inside images of your house, because you have to send me a floor plan picture and then a plan of one angle looking into your house and another angle looking into your house. Once you're done doing that and you're ready to design your outside, then you can delete this line here. And I only say that because if you delete it right now, it's automatically going to void out your walls, which it's still okay. You could still take your floor plan from it. It just won't look 100% complete. Okay, so that's why I say wait till the very last minute to work on your outside. This way, it's not going to affect your inside for you. Okay, so that is how you create a basic roof.